Here we go.
I'm good right here.
That's not this type of show. Hi, everybody. It doesn't know where I am. Here I am. Hi. Hi, everybody. Like the good old days. Thank you. We have a desk again. Hi, everybody. We used to have this. Hi, Shane.
Hey.
Thank you, everybody. Have a seat. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a seat. We are in a little, what's old is new again. It's funny, for the first couple years of our show, we were in this position. And then we got the big old Jumbotron. And then we moved over there. Well, the Jumbotron is sick. It's very sick.
It got your chest cold.
It got my chest cold, that's right. Look at that lady right there. Say hi to Shane Wells, everybody. Hi, Shane.
Hello.
Shane in a new staging position as well while we fix the big board over there. But this feels weird. This is how we used to do the show.
You know what the weirdest part is?
What?
That you can't see at home? How close I am to your camera.
Oh, you are very... Watch this. No, Leo, watch. Leo,
Hey,
take my
Jason's camera.
Leo, take my camera. There's...
Hello.
That's how close she is.
Right there. We can shut him down at any time.
Well, now I can actually... I look at you in this position. I like this. We're like... Yeah. Oh, I know. Isn't that sweet? And let me just say, again, I know it's like a broken record, but I am full of appreciation because the weather, I don't need to tell you, it's awful. It's just... And this whole week is going to be like this. So I don't expect anyone to drive to come see us, but these fine people drove and came to see us. So yeah. So because of that, because if you guys are being so sweet, because you're being so sweet, we're gonna give you all the coveted Jason Show mugs. All of you. Yes! They hear the guy and they go, yes! Well, yeah, because last week, the big boss, you know, we have little bosses and we have big bosses. The big boss, and I'm talking the big kahuna, her name is Sheila. She's very important. Sheila, she's so important. She's so important, we can't look at her. We can't look at her. So she has her assistant, Roz, from 9 to 5. You know, remember Roz? I call him Roz. Roz sends us an email, and he's like, you must give everybody a mug during this horrible weather. So you're benefiting from the niceness of Sheila. Hey, yesterday, I hope you saw the show yesterday. We had a very special, good-smelling guest. He did, his cologne. Alan Burston from the pro from Dancing with the Stars. Here he was yesterday, was on our show. Y'all loved him. And listen to this. I wanted to tell you, you know, his brother Gene owns a dance studio called Dance With Us America in Edina at Southdale Center. Well, listen to this. Alan is teaching a class tonight at Southdale at Dance With Us America. Yeah. It's let's do a little cha-cha. It's $25 a class. So call Dance With Us America to see if they have any spaces with Alan. And thanks again to Alan for coming. And we'll support him in the fall when Dancing with the Stars comes back. So, okay. Let's get started. Grab your mug at home and let's get to the hot dish. Here we go. It feels weird. It's being back over here. I like this. This is nice. Let's start off with more Oscars buzz this morning. Bradley Cooper, everybody. Very sad. Audience, Bradley Cooper's very sad. He's opening up about being snubbed in the Best Actor category. You know. As you know, Bradley starred in, directed, probably wrote a few words of A Star Is Born. Love that movie. It was nominated in 3 categories. We have Best Actor, it was nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, and it was even nominated for Best Picture. But Bradley said, he told the Oprah Winfrey, that he was embarrassed. He said he was embarrassed when he didn't get a director nomination because he said, quote, he felt like he hadn't done his job. Very sad. Shane, you don't feel sorry for the Bradley Cooper? Look at your face. You don't feel bad?
I mean, they got Best Picture. I mean, they got 3 other nominations. I think that says enough. Like that you did a good job.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I know, but
it's not like they didn't get any nominations.
But I'll just play not devil's advocate, but another point of view. With Bradley, I like that he was looking inward. Like, he didn't whine about it. He didn't blame the Academy or didn't blame Gaga. He was, he took responsibility. Like, you know what? I didn't do my job, which I thought he did. I thought about this earlier. Star is Born has turned into what Titanic was after Titanic was a big hit. Whenever there's a movie that hits the mainstream that's a really big hit, it becomes then fashionable for shishi poo-poo people to hate on it. You know what I mean? No, I'm serious. Yeah. Like the shishi film critics that only like films that get shown in like one theater. You know what I mean? It becomes fashionable to hate things that are mainstream, and I think that's what's happening to this movie. People are hating it for sport. And plus, people on Twitter, they just want something to hate. You know what I mean? Sometimes. Yeah. So, but Bradley, you did a good job. Allison Janney also opening up. She's sad too. About a change to the Oscars that affects her. What am I talking about? Well, okay, so if you guys don't remember, there she is. Allison Janney won the Academy Award last year for Best Supporting Actress for her work in I, Tonya. She was so good. Now, here's the deal, peeps. Usually the people who won the Big Four awards are presenters for that award the following year. Well, here's the dealio. Apparently that's not the case this year. And Allison will not be presenting for Best Supporting Actress. She says the decision breaks her heart. Aww. Now, the decision will also sideline Gary Oldman, who won last year for Best Actor, Frances McDormand, who won for Best Actress. That's okay, because I love her, but she gets a little nutter butters when she gets on stage. She starts talking about cactuses, and I mean, just say that I love her, but that's all right. Sam Rockwell won't be up there. I don't know. This is a fun tradition. Again, I think they're changing the wrong things. You don't change this.
Feels like they're just changing everything now.
Yeah,
like
just for the sake of changing it.
We love that part.
And their excuse, allegedly, is because they're looking for bigger stars. I don't need a bigger star. Have you ever seen Allison Janney on these award shows? She's hysterical. Why are you? I don't need a bigger star. She's Allison Janney, you nutbags. Yeah. I'm a little wild up over here in this position, yeah. Well, look at the wide shot there. Look at that. Anyway, speaking of the Oscars, the guy who's hosted the show 9 times was on Corden last night. I'm talking about the one and only Billy Crystal, talking about a hostless award show. Look at this.
What do you think? What do you think of them going without a host? And was it ever mooted? Did anyone call you?
No one called.
Yeah.
But that's fine. They've very creative producers. I know some really funny people who are doing it. I think it can work great. Though I do like the fact that when I was there, or Ellen, or any other successful hosts, that you're there to comment on something that happens. Because when you're the host, you want something bad to happen.
Right.
So you want to get, and it's exciting for the audience. The last time that I remember there was a no host was the infamous Rob Lowe Snow White thing.
Wow.
I followed that year. I was a presenter.
Yeah.
And I was the next year I started hosting. So God knows we want it to be great.
Yeah.
I wish everyone luck, and I think it could be really fun.
Could be. He makes, really quick, I just want to put a bow on this. He makes a really good point. The only reason I'm going to miss a host is because of that right there. Because like if something funny happens, you want that host to keep going back to that moment, you know what I mean? And we're not going to have that, you know. For instance, Shane, this is an older person's reference, is it for me, but Jack Palance, remember from City Slickers? He started doing push-ups, and then the whole show, Billy Crystal's doing push-ups. You know, we're gonna miss those moments. Let's move on. Next on the dish, another episode of America's Got Talent, The Champions, is in the books, and for the first time this season, the Golden Buzzer went to a non-singer. Instead, it went to a sand artist.
Oh, wow. Universe. All the planets.
Okay. That's cool. Audience, I'll give it up. I was skeptical at first. Don't know if I would go to Vegas and watch that for 2 hours, but I mean, you know what I mean? That's Sinia Semenova? I think I'm pronouncing it. I'm sorry if I massacred your name. She got the golden buzzer from Terry Crews and is in the next round. She moves on. So congratulations. That's pretty, you know.
I could watch that all day long.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It is. You know what, Shane?
Yeah, that's
Let me take this back. As like, no offense, I'm not even listening to you. All I'm doing.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I don't even know what you just said. All I'm doing is watching this. Oh, what is she doing? Now she's making something. Yeah, you're right, Shane. But I don't know for like 2 hours though if I could do that.
If you give me a drink and a meal, I'll watch that for
You
hours.
need a drink and a meal?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're gonna get hungry eventually.
What is she? Okay, let's go to the audience. Audience, would you pay to see this for an hour and a half in Vegas? Okay, there we go. Yeah,
We got one. We got one on board.
Well, note to self, don't go back to the audience on that, for that question, yeah. No, I'm with you, audience, I'm with you. I don't know. She's very talented, but an hour and a half? No, again, like Shane said, give us a meal and a drink, we'll be fine. Speaking of a drink, go get some cocoa or a beer or whatever and meet us back here in 2 minutes. I don't know. We'll be right back. Our half hour of Hot Dish continues next. Okay, Jason Show friends, we have amazing news for all of you and Ted that love those Hallmark Christmas movies.
There's nothing wrong with lame hobbies.
I'll give you the details just ahead. Then there are all types of ways to find love, but I doubt you've heard of this. You're going to learn all about chairlift speed dating. And guys, this one's for you. Struggling with what to get your Valentine? We have a list of can't miss gifts, all under $50. Stay right there. The Jason Show will be right back.
What about me? Talk show hosts love having me on as a guest.
How do you know?
What do you mean, how do I know? I know.
Because they...
Yeah, because they...
Well, how do you know that they're really...
What are you saying, that they fake enthusiasm?
Just saying, it's possible.
Get out of here.
Why? Most talk show hosts at one time or another have faked it.
Well, they haven't faked it with me.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You're in iconic movies.
Okay, what is that supposed to mean?
Well, I'm just saying, most actors from beloved films are sure it never happened to them, and most talk show hosts at one time or another have done it, so you do the math.
You don't think that I could tell the difference?
No.
Get out of here. Are you okay?
This guy.
I've never fake laughed at a guest. Yes, I have. Welcome back, everybody. Billy Crystal and Corda doing a little parody of When Harry Met Sally. Still, one of the best rom-coms ever. Still, so good, yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Gotta say, too, there's a woman in the audience, and we had another woman yesterday. Again, I was just talking about the snow, that I wouldn't drive here in the snow. But leaving in the metro. This woman lives in Duluth, and she drove here. I mean, that's devotion. That is devotion. And we had another one. Right there she is. Guess what? What's your name, ma'am? Dale? That's a beautiful name. Guess what? We just heard from Sheila upstairs. She's getting you a car. That's right. Yes, yes.
I think she'd rather have a flight home.
Count the minutes before I get an email. Let's hear it. Yeah, here we go. I did not authorize a car purchase. Our 30 minutes of Hot Dish continues right now. We all know about Disney World, Universal Studios, SeaWorld. Now get ready for a new theme park from Tyra Banks. On her Instagram page yesterday, Tyra announced that she's opening Model Land. That's right. Here it is right there.
I don't want to go there.
She made the announcement in a picture of herself surrounded by flowers, flamingos, and other birds. Tyra told Variety she's been working on this for 10 years and wants to bring modeling to the masses. It will celebrate all types of beauty. Okay, now that I can buy into because I was worried that they would like check your BMI before you could go in. You know, like
You only get lettuce.
not you, Plumpy, out.
Lettuce for you.
Yes. Meaning, I'm not saying you guys. No, okay. You can go. You can go. You.
No.
SeaWorld. Go. Yeah. No word on what the attractions will be, but reports are it will be located at Santa Monica Place outside LA and will feature retail, restaurants, and interactive displays.
So it's a mall.
It's basically a mall.
So it's a mall.
Yeah. It's
We have
basically
those.
Southdale with models. Now, here at the Jason Show, we're really hoping it includes a spot to smize. Now that, if you don't know, is a term that Tyra created on America's Top Model. Look at this.
Smize. That's a verb, meaning smiling with your eyes. I got tired of saying that every judging on Top Model. Smile with your eyes. You're not smiling with your eyes. I got tired, and I shortened it to smize. Not smizing, smizing. Do it with me. Are you doing it? Are you doing it?
We couldn't find the clip. We got to find it eventually. She taught us how to smize one time. Were you? I think you were producing the show that day. No? Oh, it was years ago. When I did the buzz. I'm sorry, Shane. You were like in elementary school back then. Yeah. It's many years ago. Next on the dish. It's not easy to be. But would you go with me if when this opens? Will you go to Model Land with me?
To the mall?
To the Model Land.
Model
yes.
Land Mall?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, we'll
I'll go to the mall.
Next, I'm going to take Duluth Lady with me. I'll take Dale. Yeah. We'll drive in the car that Sheila will buy for us. I just really want to get in trouble this week. I really do.
Clearly.
Next on the dish, it's not easy to be a star these days, and apparently it's not cheap either. And it's really not cheap to be Cardi B. Page 6 says the rapper lives quite the lavish lifestyle. And right now you're thinking, Jace, how lavish? Cardi spends, listen to this, she says she spends $250,000, almost $300,000 a month. She says she has artists like her to take care of her whole family. She says artists like her take care of their whole family, and it's not tax deductible. And on top of that, she says she has to look good, and that costs money. She recently bought her daughter, Culture, an $830 Versace onesie.
Oh. The
Fun
daughter
fact.
immediately spit up on.
Yeah. Jason Show staff fun fact, Aaron Schwab has a onesie from Versace. She's wearing it right now. Yeah, you are. On again, and she and on again, off again husband Offset bought matching Lamborghinis about a year ago.
Isn't that sweet?
See,
Love.
producer Ted, that's Dale. That's what we're gonna ask Sheila to buy us. She was gonna go for like a Toyota. No, but this is, producer Ted brought this up, and I remember Cardi was on Howard Stern, and Howard warned her, don't do this. Like when people get suddenly rich, you get excited and you start buying cars. What if Cardi came in like a fire and she can go right out too? And I like Cardi B, but I'm saying music is fickle. What if by, in 2 years nobody cares about Cardi B? Girl, you're going to be working at Cheesecake Factory and selling those Lamborghinis. You know what I mean?
There won't be any Lamborghinis.
No. You'll be using the Toyota that Dale and I will be using. Yeah. Still ahead, everybody. Are you single? Well, there's a winter event that mixes skiing and dating. I'm not kidding. And we're going to talk with the matchmaker in charge of it all. But next, still craving Christmas movies on the Hallmark Channel? Well, we have good news for you. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Back in a moment. I like being over here.
That's nice. You.
Aha, you.
Liam.
Eve. And you are
Abby's father.
the teacher.
Yeah, and you're Nella's daughter, right?
Yeah.
Miss Morgan, there you are. Principal Watt is back in her office whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're
the interim school superintendent.
Well, just when he thought it was safe to turn on the Hallmark Channel. That's a clip from last year's Hallmark Christmas movie starring Leanne Rimes called, and this is a staff favorite, It's Christmas Eve.
This is the best one.
It's Christmas
Comma.
Eve. We know it's February, and Christmas is probably the last thing on your mind, unless you're Fox 9 anchor Dawn Stevens. But there's some big news for fans of those movies, including our producer Ted, who you guys know loves to review them, and you then love to hate Ted. The cable channel is ready to celebrate Christmas all year long, and in honor, listen to this audience, in honor of the 10th anniversary of Hallmark's Countdown to Christmas, Hallmark has announced it will air holiday movies every Friday night through the year. That means you might be able to rewatch such classics as Mingle All the Way, Jingle Round the Clock, and another Jason Show staff favorite, Pride, Prejudice, and Mistletoe. So, just like yesterday after the State of the Union, the newscasters turned to experts to analyze it. We do the same thing. We now turn to our resident Hallmark movie critic, ladies and gentlemen, producer Ted Johnson.
Hello.
Hi, buddy. Ted, again, I feel like we're doing commentary on the State of the Union here. Ted, what's your reaction? What's your reaction to this?
Well, now I have to clear my schedule on Friday nights. It's going to be a little awkward to explain that to other people, but they'll understand after a while.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited. It's Christmas Eve I can't wait.
Ted, wait. Ted, I don't think you put a big enough pause there. It just sounded like you said it's Christmas Eve. Yeah.
It's Christmas Eve.
Okay, we're having fun with this, but all kidding aside, and then I want to see what Shane says. Do you think this is good? Now, because we'll look at the ratings, we'll report back. Do you think this is going to be a hit, Ted?
How much Christmas can people watch?
Well,
right?
I mean, look, there are Christmas stores that stay open all year round.
I'm sick of the snow right now, and I just want it to be summer. But once July hits, I want it to be winter.
All bets are off. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. I don't want to get too technical or too inside baseball, but I'm thinking about the demographics that watch television on Friday nights. This could be a hit for them.
It could be.
Producer Ted Johnson, everybody. Thank you, buddy. Really quick, Shane, you gonna watch?
No, it's special because it's 1 month. If you spread out over the year,
yes,
it's no longer
it's not
special. We're over it.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of with you. Still ahead, everybody. Want to meet the love of your life before Valentine's Day? Well, there is an event at Afton Alps, of all places, that may help you. And then, out of ideas on what to get your significant other for Valentine's Day, we've got some great ideas that won't break the bank. We promise. We will be right back. Stay with us. Good to have you.
Why are we hiding?
I'm on the worst date of my life.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
This woman from the temple sent me up with her son, and he's awful. You have to help me.
Okay.
Call me on your cell phone. Tell me something bad happened. Then I'll rush out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would normally get that, but maybe something bad happened. Hello? Hey, Charlotte, it's me. Something bad happened.
Something bad happened?
Classic. People have done that so many times. Welcome back to the show. Odds are we've all been on bad dates before, like Charlotte in that classic episode of Sex and the City. Finding someone to date can be challenging as well. We've tried the apps. If you've tried the apps or online dating, and you're like, you've tried signing up for tennis lessons. Maybe you've even let your friends set you up with a big Well, odds are you have never tried this. Chairlift speed dating. It is a real thing, and it's happening this weekend At Afton Alps, you could meet the love of your life while riding a chairlift to the top of a ski hill, and I'm not joking. Here to explain is local matchmaker making the matches at Afton Alps on Saturday, April Davis from Luma Luxury Matchmaking. Hi, April.
Hi.
Okay. When they brought this up, I thought this was brilliant. I thought it was the craziest thing I've ever heard in the best way possible. How does this work?
So everybody can register ahead of time, or they can just show up to the event, and we have people that ski or don't ski. But we will basically break them up into age groups, and then I start matching them up, and I send them up the hill together, up the chairlift together, and so they can talk and get to know each other on the way up. And it's less than 5 minutes, so it's kind of like speed dating, but on a chairlift. And then if they like each other, great, they can exchange numbers and go down the hill together, or they can go their separate ways, and I'll rematch them.
Okay, so this is what I was like. Do they have to? So they're coming down. Like, let's say there's a couple on the lift that realize in the 5 minutes that they can't stand each other. So, do they give you like a wink, wink? Do they give you a code, or how do you know they are thinking, "Get me off this lift"?
Well, we just have everybody get back in line again, and then
got it.
Just
so they don't have to. It's not going to be embarrassing to either person.
Well, they're supposed to. It's a couple hour long event, so they're supposed to meet a bunch of people, and it's kind of expected. But we have had some people disappear.
Like disappear into the wilderness?
They're somewhere over the hill.
Seriously? They're like, "Get me off this."
Well, no, they've gone off together. They've run off. Yeah, they're going down other hills.
Oh, we're talking like ski nookie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
So it happens. We've had a lot of couples hook up or meet up and actually continue dating.
April, this is the best thing ever. I love this. So, and we're going to talk more general advice in the next segment, but you're doing this matching. Do you know a lot about them before they get to the event, or are you just going on instinct? How does that work?
A lot of it is instinct, and I'm eyeing them up, but I do know quite a few people because I'm a local matchmaker, and this is what I do, so I know a ton of people. But the thing is, a lot of times you just have to see people, eye them up, and kind of, you'd be a cute pair, you'd be a good cute pair. So, and we set them up, go up the hill, and they'll let them take it from there.
And you try to, obviously, if they're at this event, you're trying to not only by your instinct, but I would imagine you're also trying to match them up with similar interest. Am I right?
Well, we know that they're there because they're active and they both enjoy skiing, so that's a good start.
A good start. Such a good start that they sometimes go into the woods. I mean, that's And this is, how many years have you done this?
This will be our 3rd year.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And you've kind of hinted at this, but you've seen some successes from this?
Yeah, we have a couple couples that have made it through to this year, so they won't be at the event again.
But, wow, so they've made it a full year.
Yeah.
That is a long time for...
It's good. It's good.
That must feel gratifying for you as the matchmaker. Do they usually let you know? Do you check back in with them, or do they call you and say, "Girl, this worked"?
Sometimes. So one couple in particular, I actually knew them both separately, and when I saw that he was there and I knew she was there, I drug him across the place and said, "Okay, you need to meet her," and then they ended up hooking up. So they're still together too.
Still together to this day.
Yeah, exactly.
This is great. And don't you think? We always say, and again, we're going to talk more general advice in a minute, but we can laugh at this, and the concept is funny, but sometimes 5 minutes is all you need, right, April? I mean, that's...
You can gauge attraction, but I always say that you have to give people a couple of dates to really get to know someone, because that is part of the problem, I think, with online dating, is because people are just going through and judging so quickly, and they think they know someone, but people are complex.
Yeah.
So, but you can kind of get a gauge if there's potential.
At least physical attraction, yeah.
Exactly.
April, like I said, April's going to stick around. Now here's the deal. For all my single friends out there, all my single ladies and men, she has 3 great tips on helping single people meet their match. Now, if you would like to try and find your love on the lift, I like that name, at the Chairlift Speed Dating event, it is happening this Sunday, February 10th at Afton Alps. Now, to buy your ticket or to get more information, just go to aftonalps.com. More with finding your match when we come back. Back after this. Stay with us, everybody. Talking love. Joining me by April Davis from Luma Luxury Matchmaking. We just talked about the Chairlift Speed Dating event happening at Afton Alps on Sunday, but you have more tips for people just trying to meet their match. Starting with, let me go, number one, build a social circle. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, well, so people think nowadays that if they want to meet someone, they should just go order them up online like they do Amazon or anything else. But we all know it really doesn't work. Only 5% of relationships start from online dating. So if it has happened for some people, that's rare.
Proudly, it has happened 7 years. Match.com, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's
7
great.
years, yeah.
Well, you're one of the few. So I always tell people, it's not about just going and finding that one person. It's about creating a great life. So expand your social circle. You can go to meetup events, ask your friends to invite their friends to different events with you. Just try to meet as many people as possible and ask them to set you up with people too.
Yeah, because your friends know you well, and I'll take I was just telling you in the break, my friends were narrowing down the people I could date. So it worked because they know
that helps.
They know how irritating I can be.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't be afraid to approach someone.
Yeah. So people think that they should just resort to online dating, or people are scared of approaching because they're afraid of rejection.
Yeah.
And so I just tell ladies, you have to make it easy for the guy to be able to approach you. Think of back in the day when the lady would drop the handkerchief and the guy would be able to pick it up for her. So ladies, you need to find a modern day way to drop your handkerchief or go up to him and start talking to him. If you're at a bar or restaurant or something, if you're both carrying drinks, you could just go up, clink your drinks together or make a comment, and also bring your friends if he has friends or guys, it's really intimidating now for people to do that, but most people are going to be open and really appreciate someone that takes the initiative to introduce themselves and start a conversation.
My best friend Jen does what we call the bar game.
Okay.
And Jeff is laughing because he's witnessed it. But we have met more people taking your advice where we will, if someone's sitting next to us that's alone, we will play the bar game where we guess their occupation, their age, where they live, if they have a dog. And it starts a conversation, and we've hooked some people up that way. I'm just gonna say,
that works. Have you ever noticed? Have you ever noticed that when you're in a different city that you end up meeting more people and you feel like it's so much easier? Well, I think that has to do with this, is that you're more open and you're wanting to meet more people because you're new in the town or you're new in the city.
And I know this seems simplistic, but one of your notes here, and I think we should hit on this, is the simple smile. Because doesn't that speak, I know, I mean, it seems simple, but doesn't that speak, April, to the approachability?
Yeah.
If you have resting face, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly.
Seriously, it's a real thing.
So I always say, give people your eyes, look at them in the eyes, smile, say hello, hi, how are you doing? It gives an opportunity for them to continue the conversation. And we're in Minnesota, so start talking about the weather, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, but smile.
You need to.
Yeah, because if you look like that green poison sticker, no one's going to come up to you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I'm saying, if you look like Mr. Grumpmouth, no one's going to come up to you. Final one, in your rule of 3, keep expectations in check. What do you mean by that?
Well, just because you're attracted to somebody physically doesn't mean that will equate to a great relationship. So some people will come into your life and they may be good for just maybe a one-night stand or just, kind of going out to the movies or something, doing something with, but not everybody is going to be perfect for a relationship, or will they have the skills to be in the relationship that you desire. Yeah. So just really keep that in mind when you're out there and trying to meet the person that you want to ultimately be with.
For instance, like, like Carol, Dale and, from Duluth and I are obviously attracted to each other, but we may not be good for a relationship, right, Dale? I mean, we might not be a match, Dale. I mean, Yeah. April Davis, give it up for April, everybody. Thank you so much. From Luma Luxury Matchmaking. For more information on Luma, check out lumasearch.com. And don't forget, the Chairlift Speed Dating event is happening this Sunday, February 10th at Afton Alps. As I said earlier, go to aftonalps.com for more information. We'll put this segment on our Facebook page as well. Still ahead, we're chatting with a pair of lifestyle bloggers who have some great Valentine's gift ideas for all of you that have significant others. You won't spend too much either. We'll be right back. Back after this. You did great. Thank you so much. Welcome back, everybody. On to gifts. With Valentine's Day just a week away, time is running out to find your loved one the perfect gift. But the trouble is, a lot of folks, guys, seem to have trouble with this holiday. Luckily for us, our next guests are here to provide some direction. Give it up for Amy Hirsch and Jen Vick from the lifestyle blog Shine Up Living. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
I love this because whether guys want to admit it or not, and this is tailored for the guys, the segment, we do have problems sometime making this holiday a success.
Right. Well, and there's a lot of gifts that you can get that aren't expensive. It's not tricky. It's not hard. They're thoughtful. They're meaningful. And we're usually all about helping the moms out. We're all about moms at Shine Up Living. Today, guys, this one's for you.
This bud's for you, dudes.
So, ladies, set your DVR, record this, show your guys this a little bit later.
Yes. Go to YouTube. We'll put it there. Okay, Amy, we're going to start with you. What's the first item up for bid?
We want to start off with a great piece of jewelry. This is actually a very trendy piece of jewelry. In fact, you get 2 for the price of 1 with this. This is from the Giving Keys.
Okay.
And I love this. Take a look at this, Jason, because
Let me see.
Inscribed on the key, it says same team. So you give 1 to your partner and you wear 1 yourself. And it reminds you that you are actually on the same team.
I like that.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, you're working towards a common goal of acceptance, forgiveness, love, patience.
Well, and Jen, you use the word, you know what I like about this? Because you use the word thoughtful.
Right.
And I
Yes.
think this is a thoughtful gift.
Very
you know what I mean?
thoughtful gift.
What's the price point, do we know on that?
$40 for both.
Yeah, see guys,
And
you
this
can do
is-
that.
This is an amazing, this is one of our favorite companies, so I have to give a shout out to the
Please
Giving
do.
Keys because they employ people that are transitioning out of homelessness. So if you're looking for really an extra meaningful gift, this is a really great option. Another really great thing about the Giving Keys is you can have them personally inscribed. So if you go to their website, it's not just this set. They have
Different sets.
Different sets.
Yes.
Yep, different things you
And
can
what's
have
it called
inscribed.
again?
The
The
Giving Keys.
The Giving
love,
Keys.
love, love the Giving Keys.
Okay,
Yes.
Jen, I move to you. What do we have next?
We have this little journal, 1 question a day for you and me. It's a journal that you can use with your partner. It's really unique. I'm going to open it up and just show you here. Every day for 3 years, I can't do that. You answer the same question with your partner. And so it kind of gives you this little guided journey on, let's see how we've grown the last year or 2. And every day, isn't that cool?
I like that
So
a lot.
every day, and it's questions, very thoughtful. It's questions, like, what is your favorite thing? What do we love to do right now? What is, what kind of drives you nuts right now? And then you can kind of watch how you progress through the years.
Well, and and I also think it's a quick and easy way to re-engage. You know what I mean? It's not it's not
intentional.
arduous. Yes.
It's intentional.
Yeah,
and that's
it's
important.
Because look, let's be realistic. Sometimes you come home from work and you're tired and you don't. But this will take you 2 minutes to do.
Exactly.
It's a
not even 2
connection
minutes.
point.
And the investment in your relationship is always worth that 2 minutes.
Absolutely, because it is
It's
work.
work.
It is
Right.
work. Amy, I go back to you. What do we have next?
So Valentine's Day wouldn't be complete without romantic candlelight,
That's
right?
right.
We found a really special candle that's actually manufactured here in the Twin Cities by a company called Illume, and they partnered with our favorite home decor queen, Joanna Gaines.
They did?
Yes.
You know what? It's so funny because I saw Magnolia on the thing. I'm like, did Joanna do this?
No.
Yeah.
So this is a really special line of candles. This is called the Love Candle. It has an aroma with red berries, crisp lemon, vanilla, and a honeyed amber to kind of ground it.
Oh, this is really good.
So you're going to find that in more specialty shops. We found this one in a little home boutique in Victoria called White Birch House. So they
That's
have
what's
these
great about
there.
those little boutiques.
Yes.
You find stuff like that
And
that
it's
aren't at the
higher
big stores.
quality
Yeah.
too. It's higher quality. This is going to be $32. A little bit more spendy as far as candles, but this is going to be a crowd pleaser. You're going to give this gift and she's going to love it.
Yeah, guys, get that one. I like that one. Okay. What do we have next?
Okay, so next we have this little pair of signs. So again, very romantic. This is, if you're into home decor like we are at Shine Up Living, and like most women are, we love this pair of signs that says, he keeps me safe, she keeps me wild. And it's just a really sweet, it would look great in a master bedroom, and just really, it's unique. This is by 3 Birds Signs. She's on Etsy, 3 Birds Signs. She makes phenomenal, beautiful, hand-painted signs. She can do anything she can pretty much do anything custom that you want. If you want to order these for Valentine's Day, you have to order them by Friday.
I was just going to ask, by Friday.
Friday, yes.
And what was the price point again for these?
$58 for the set.
For the set.
Yeah.
It's so good. And then this again, this one's at specialty stores, the candle.
Yes.
I just want to make sure.
Or Amazon as well. You can find this on Amazon.
Oh, okay. Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
Get the candle, because I got to tell you, The candles.
Yes.
We have one more too?
We do have one more thing before we let you go. We could not leave here without talking about a romantic evening out. And but let's be honest, a lot of times a romantic evening out can cost upwards of like $200 by the time you get a drink and entrees and food. That's why we love Cafe Le Cat's date night option. This is like the best kept secret in the Twin Cities. I love this. So if you can forego going out on actual Valentine's Day and instead going out on Sunday, you can get a 3-course meal with appetizer, entree, half a bottle of wine, and dessert for $55 a couple.
And let me tell you, the atmosphere at Le Cat is so, it is the atmosphere, if you didn't hear me, the atmosphere at Le Cat is so romantic. It's right off the Loring
It is so
Park.
romantic, Jason. My husband and I often take advantage of this, and it's like I feel very she when I'm there.
And the food's great. I mean, no matter what you order there is really good.
It is.
I love, that's a good one. Okay.
It's a good one,
Candle
right?
and Le Cat are my two favorites. I love it. Give it up for Amy and Jen, everybody. For more information, head to their website, shineupliving.com. There it is. And don't forget, you can watch full episodes of our show on our brand new YouTube channel. We post each day's episodes along with exclusive content, usually by about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. To search for The Jason Show. And please hit that subscribe button. And we will be right back to wrap up the show. Back after this. Isla, I'm so glad you included their... Welcome back, everybody. Wrapping things up on ye old Banana Couch. Again, a big thanks, I'll say it again, to our audience that drove in really horrible weather to be here. And speaking of our audience, I want to say that our friends from Afton Alps all have a gift for you. So you'll be getting that right after the show as well. Yeah. So see, it pays to come here even when it's bad weather. You get mugs and Afton Alps gifts. So, yeah. Speaking of you, we love hearing from you guys on our social media pages. By the way, if you want to follow us, we'd appreciate it. To search for Jason Show TV on Insta, Facebook, Instagram. I don't know. Do we have MySpace? I don't know. Anyway, and on one of the social media pages, Sharon had a question for Shane. That's right. Sharon asks, "Hey, Shane, where does she get her on-air clothing? Her dresses are wonderful, and I can never find anything like that in the real world," which I love
so
that.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I spend a lot of time looking. Honestly, like one of my favorite places to go is Nordstrom Rack, and the Knollwood one for women's clothes. And you have to dig a little. It's not easy. Like this one's from there, and it was like the only one. It was just random dress hiding for me.
That one is organized. No offense to the Mall of America, because y'all know that's like my second house. I'm there most Saturdays. I know people think that's the strangest thing. It is my moment of zen. I people watch and quietly judge their outfits. You know what I mean? Like, why are you wearing pajamas at the mall? But anyway, but no, the Mall of America has a Nordstrom Rack. That one's okay, but it gets a little messy because of the volume that they do. But the Maple Grove one for guys have really good suits. Yeah, so if you're looking for a suit, go to the Rack. Don't pay full price, right?
Oh, no. Yeah, you don't have to. You can find good stuff. But again, you have to be willing to dig a little.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite spots.
Yeah, and then do you still rent? You have that company?
I don't rent. I love Rent the Runway. It's a little expensive, but I did love it. But I also, Nordstrom, Ann Taylor, all the kind of basic places.
But the rental place is called Rent the Runway?
Rent the Runway.
Yeah, because we've talked about that before, if you're wondering. Rent the Runway, but a little pricier. But that's a great tip. Nordstrom. Speaking of tips, by the way, I've been talking about this all week. We're really excited for Friday because, you always hear me talk about executive producer Jeff. Executive producer Jeff is going to give life hacks. Shane has a life hack, and I'll be giving you my life hack as well. That's on Friday. But tomorrow, you don't need roses to impress your love this Valentine's Day. Our buddy Garden Guy Dale K is back with alternatives to roses. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great day, everybody. Please be safe on the roads, and we'll see you tomorrow.